Oh yeah. Sounds like a sounds like a pack of dogs.
Sounds like a pack of dogs, all right.
All right, who's nobody's in yet? Really? All right, one's in. All right, how's our video signal? Where I'm at for being live. Hang on a second here.
Oh, okay. I can give you a few minutes to get somebody to get your audience in there then. I'll call you back.
No, no, don't call me back. I got it. I got it.
What do you want to, you got people there?
I got people. How's the signal, guys? We got a good signal in here.
How's the signal?
Hang on, I'm checking signal with them. Give
It's
me.
not Janet's house.
I'm not seeing any smoke signal.
It's not Janet's house. We got plenty of signal there.
All right, we're good.
Who's that?
It crashed on me once already, so I don't know what the deal was.
Who's that?
It crashed on me once, is all.
He said it's not Janet's house.
No, it's not Janet's house. No.
He said it.
Happy fuck the cops day, Mr. Eric Brandt.
It's Brian. Can you guys hear good?
Oh, Brian?
Yeah.
Mr. Cut the Plastic.
We're at Brian's house.
I remember you.
You know him. We're at Brian's house, and I'm hoping people can hear it good. Can you guys hear okay?
I don't know. I'm hearing just fine.
Okay.
Why would you think of a plastic show that were on TV the other day for Earth Day?
Check the volume on the thing.
Huh?
Check the volume on the box.
That's all the way up. That's as much as it'll go up on the phone call.
Discovery Channel on Earth Day was all about plastic the whole fucking day.
All about plastic.
I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna try to
It
put
was
the
very informative.
speaker up here with the phone
It was really
so they
kind
get a
of
better
irritating,
signal.
actually.
Or
It really bothered me. And I hope it bothered a lot of people.
I hope it
Here.
bothers a lot of
Hold that,
people
would
too,
you?
huh?
hold that.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Okay, that should be much better for people to hear it.
You're both very echoey to me and hard to hear, but I can hear you.
Is that
Barely.
better?
Not really.
Yeah, I told you it's already all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You talk to them. Focus.
All right. All right. So I did get some questions together from people.
Can't hear him.
You can't hear?
You gotta talk to
can't
them
hear
with
you.
Bluetooth.
Can you hear me now?
You gotta speak right into the microphone. You're not deaf, right?
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. That's what I was doing. I was moving closer to it. I was grabbing the sheet of the questions from the people that posted it up on my channel.
While you're getting that ready, I want to put just a word out to keep an eye on our buddy Christopher Kahn.
Okay.
He might need some support. I don't know. They removed him from the pod today.
Oh no.
And I don't really know anything about it, but we want to make sure that they're not targeting us for speaking out.
Right. So you don't know why he got removed?
I wouldn't know at this point, no. I mean, that might come out in the wash, I don't know, but they didn't remove him because he wanted to go.
Right.
He was extracted, you know.
Right.
So that means that he'll be going to Max most likely, and I won't have any communication or knowledge of him for a while, at least for a very long time. I would think at least a month usually if that happens.
Ouch.
So yeah. So if you guys would please help keep your eye on him, I don't want to make him feel like he's now abandoned. Let's make sure that he's still taken care of, huh?
Right. Right. Well, it's a shame that your typewriter got taken away.
Right.
I think that's why they did it.
Anybody who's seen my handwriting understands that. And speaking of my handwriting, is Pacer still down? Abby said he wasn't able to get into Pacer the other day.
Yeah, that's what he had said, but I don't have a Pacer account, so I can't verify that. That's just a database.
You know they're free, right, to set up?
Huh?
And they only charge you about once a quarter, and you can download up to 300 pages a quarter without having to pay for it.
Oh, nice. I'll have to set one up then. Because I still want
Yeah,
to.
so when you go to set up your account, there's two ways to do it. You can set it up with a credit or debit card on the spot, and then they activate your account now.
Right.
But they don't charge you unless at the end of a calendar quarter you've used more than 300 pages of downloads.
Okay.
Then the other way is that you set it up without a credit or debit card in advance, in which case they send you by snail mail a verification PIN,
Oh wow.
and then you validate with that PIN, and it lets you in.
Okay.
So you can do it either way, and I mean, there isn't really a system out there that works better. It gives you access to everything that has ever been filed in federal court that's not under some sort of a confidentiality order.
Right. Right. Okay.
I'd
Yeah,
like to
I'll
see
set
what
it up.
the status of my Yahia case is.
There is one case I need to look up for us, and I'm sure you would want to know it too. How much
that
time Brandt got from the federal court?
Yeah, that would be in there if he has in fact been sentenced.
Well, it happened right before all the shit hit the fan, so he should have been sentenced.
Did it actually happen? Okay.
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
just it. There was nothing in the news.
Yeah, I'm wondering why there wasn't something in the news. That's bizarre. I would have thought we'd have heard something about that
Yeah.
by now. So, yeah, see if we can find out what happened in the Brandt case.
Yeah.
And I want to know if they served the Yahia case, if they accepted it, or if I need to fix deficiencies.
If what?
They accepted this case.
If they accepted my Yahia case and served it, or if I need to fix any deficiencies. I think it's rather suspicious that the Lakewood police sent all those nasty letters asking for a year and a half of jail time and a lifetime restraining order from their agency right after I filed a lawsuit against their officer.
Right. Of course. Oh, that reminds me. I did look up the Lakewood Police Union 303. And I need to know what was the name signed on the letter that came from them, from the union.
From the union, it was the board of directors.
It said
It was
board.
the advisory board and members is what it was listed as. It didn't have a person's signature on it.
Interesting. Very interesting. They're trying to hide
Yeah.
who is running the union. Did they have an address on the letter from it?
Oh yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah, you guys have that already.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that because,
Yeah, Michael Whitney talked to my lawyer and he sent it over.
I
Okay.
just got them in my mailbox that I see today.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, would you like me to read one to you?
No, I've read them.
yeah, he has them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I wanna read them
I
now.
read them over the airwaves the other day.
Yeah.
They're horrifying. And by the way, talk to Big Shitty because Big Shitty got very similar letters from the Rapid City, South Dakota police. Remember, I told everybody, hey guys, you need to pay attention and support Big Shitty up there. It's a real serious deal.
Yeah, we made some calls for them.
We need to do more than that. We need to send letters. We need to support him. I know it's far away and he's alone up there, but it's the same thing. They're like, boo hoo 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 hoo. We want to ban him from our entire municipality because, and I quote, because we were uncomfortable with the line of questioning.
I think he's actually at Janet's kitchen today.
Tomorrow.
He is.
Shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get those letters of Big Cities. I'd like to see those too. And I think that considering that this is look what's happening down in Roy City and Rockwall. Look what's happening here in Denver. Look what's happening up in Rapid City. The problem has gotten outrageous since Donald Trump took office. But if we all follow Donald Trump's advice and drink Lysol, we should all be okay.
Yeah. 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 There was actually a thing on the
I
news.
would love to see all the Trump supporters drink Lysol to cure themselves of COVID. They should follow it with a glass of bleach.
Yeah. There was a thing on the news about warning people about ingesting Lysol and whatnot too after that.
Thank God for our cheerleader. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say this COVID thing has done one fantastic thing for us. It has made it obvious, very outrageously obviously clear that Donald Trump has some problems with genuine emotion and attachment. His only emotional attachment is to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Eric, you would be interested to know that I went to court yesterday for videotaping your assault by the Denver Police Department at the Police Administration Building.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they denied me access to the building, told me that my court date has been canceled. It has not been rescheduled, and it won't be rescheduled until sometime after June 1st.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that. When's your speedy trial run?
I want the constitutionality of the thing to begin with. That was
Okay,
why
so
we were
what's
going to
the
court, was
concern
for
on that, right?
constitutional points.
Does your lawyer have the video of Beverly flipping me off?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Do you have the raw video for that?
Oh, you have a combination video, remember?
I have a combination video, but do you have the raw video?
Probably not.
I'm talking about the one where Beverly flipped me off a couple weeks before that.
No, probably not.
Hey, listen, also, while I have you on the phone, your lawyer needs to communicate with Mark Burton and Christian Griffin regarding emails with the city. Because not only do we have that one email that actually has your name in it, but remember the email that was sent by Barbara Archer, the assistant police chief?
Yes.
Did you notice that there's a whole bunch of shit redacted out of there?
Yes.
We need to know what that says.
Those are our names.
Are you sure?
Did you not hear that RTD just passed rules that you have to have sold footwear, so plastic bags
I
are
don't
no
give a fuck
longer
about
acceptable?
RTD.
And
What are acceptable? Plastic bags?
no longer acceptable.
Oh, that's kind of funny because there's only one person that I know of that put plastic bags on their feet to get on an RTD bus.
Must have been you.
Yeah, I'd let him arrest me for that.
Yeah. And
Let me tell you a little bit about that. They have to follow certain administrative procedures.
they
have to follow
did.
the Administrative Procedures Act. Did they?
Yes.
It's a representative group. What was their cost-benefit analysis?
Oh, fuck.
What
I don't
problem are
have
they trying
that.
to cure, and did they do the research? So you need to challenge it, and you have to challenge it within 180 days or 120 days.
Well, we need to file that lawsuit then, right?
No, you need to challenge them on this administrative thing. So go read the Administrative Procedures Act and realize that you have a 120-day deadline to challenge that rule. And they have to produce the ways and means, the cost-benefit analysis, what they're trying to cure, what their representative sample group that they included in the discussions. Like they have to include a representative sample of people that they believe are likely to be impacted by the question. If they didn't follow all of those, then it's notwithstanding.
Interesting, because I also happen to be on the 2019 customer response group.
Yeah. So anyway, we're totally distracted from that, and I'm not going to spend 2 hours on the phone tonight. But so what's going on?
All right, we'll throw you some questions that people put up on there from last night.
Sure.
Okay, Dora has several questions. One of them was, what did you have for dinner tonight?
Tonight, what did I have for dinner? It was some sort of a noodle thing with an artificial beef patty.
Soy patty?
There was a piece of hardtack with it, and green beans.
Okay. All right. She also made the comment about Lakewood double down on what? It's probably on reference to what you were talking about last night.
Yeah, you should go to Liberty Free TV's channel and listen to that. And I read the first two letters, I think, on Pike Pete's channel the other night. So I've now gotten 3 letters, more like triple down, actually. They've asked the judge to permanently ban me from their city.
Yeah, so it's in reference to all the
You have 1
letters
minute
they sent.
left.
Yes, they want the judge to send a clear and present message to me and my complicitors
Right.
that the Jefferson County system of justice will not tolerate being belittled and called douchebags and fat fuckers.
Yeah. Okay. Be sure to call us back
To
when.
their ability to safely represent the people.
Be sure to call me back when this ends. On my dime.
Yeah, they can't safely administer law enforcement if people are calling them douchebags.
Right.
So they want the maximum. So they want 1.5 years jail for 9 seconds of flashlight use.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not about the flashlight use. It's all about the words.
Yeah.
Because I told that poor woman that she didn't have to follow their commands.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they want
I
to.
like how they worded it too. That it was their commands, which means that she was in fact under arrest already.
Yeah.
Right.
Look,
They were
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
he just wants to ramble on. Can't get many words in. He'll call right back.
I didn't even hear the 1 minute notice.
I did. That's why I was trying to interrupt him to tell me call me back. So hopefully people can hear things. How many do we got in here? We got 102. All right. Everybody hear him okay? And hear us okay? Bao arrested for a flashlight tonight? Or the other night you're talking about, Paulie? Everything's good? Okay.
This is a prepaid collect call from
Eric Brandt.
an inmate at Jefferson County Sheriff Detention. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Greetings. Happy Fuck Cops Day.
Happy Fuck the Cops Day. All right. So all that was in reference to the letters. So
Yep. So right now they're being Nazis about the masks all of a sudden, but all day long they didn't wear their masks in the bubble affair. All day long.
Yeah.
All day, and they're now in the process of doing write-ups on people. They're not going to tolerate people not having their masks on. Wait a minute, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Let's get the calls going. They're fucking with the guy in the bathroom right now that doesn't have a mask on.
yeah, but you should see him on the other floors. You should see him on the other
They don't
floors.
have to follow the rules.
You should see him on the other floors when I'm out there recording. So
Yeah.
You know,
let's make sure that we keep the news. Let's get the news involved in this. We got all these inmates that are positive for COVID, and the only way you can get it is through them bringing it in, right? All fucking day they sat in a security bubble and didn't wear their mask. So the next time they don't do that, I think that people should call the Golden Police and demand that they come here and arrest those people because the governor gave them the authority to enforce the mask law.
We have been contacting the Jefferson County Public Health Department and filing official complaints,
Excellent.
including anonymous inmates who are calling to notify us that they were breathing all over the mail and touching it with their dirty hands with no gloves and no masks on.
Oh, they certainly did that. I watched them do it the other night. Yeah, and the gal that was on fifth floor today, all day long. Apparently, she has a tracheotomy because the mask was on her neck all day.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's okay for them to be Nazis about masks for the people that actually can't bring COVID into the facility, but they themselves that are the actual only source of COVID in the facility, they don't have to follow the rules.
Right.
So this is why every time a cop dies from COVID, remember they should not be honored. They should have worn their face mask.
Right. What time do they lock you down
You
at
don't
night?
honor people that die in stupidity. You honor people that die honorably, and it's not honorable to go out there and wantonly expose yourself to the COVID virus.
Right. What time do they lock you down in there at night?
On my pod, we get locked down at 11.
Is that standard for about every pod?
No. We get locked down later than everybody else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if I'm
This is a
outside,
special pod.
if I'm outside recording, someone will close down earlier, huh?
Yeah, in fact, I think pretty much all of them close down by 10 o'clock except for over here.
Except for
I think
yours.
minimum and the BHU close at 11, and everybody else closes down at 9 or 10.
Wow.
I think max closes down at 9, and then medium closes down at minimum and medium. Yeah, medium and max I think close. I think it's 9, 10, and then we're at 11.
Yeah. Okay. On to more questions.
Pod we're on. If you're standing down there by the entrance to the parking lot, and you look up, we're the pod that has a big white volleyball stuck in the cleat at the top.
Okay. Let's get on to
So
more
basically,
questions.
My pod is due north.
Yeah, I know.
Almost due north.
I know where it's
Yeah,
at.
okay. Oh, okay, okay.
I was kicked out of the staff parking lot that night, so by 3 deputies not wearing masks, mind you.
Go figure.
Did
Yeah.
I tell you I went back a few days later and was recording their staff parking lot from the sidewalk?
No.
I didn't tell
Are
you
they wearing
that?
masks? You guys need to do public records demands over here. And by all means, send me copies of their correspondence. But you need to do public records demands with the policy there, because I've been told by some staff members that they were told that they're to wear their masks from parking lot to parking lot, from car to car. When they get out of their car until they get back in their car.
That would sound
That's not happening, but yeah, I watched plenty of them.
that would sound concurrent with my complaints to the public health department.
Yeah.
I don't know why
it's-
Brian thinks I can hear him from far away.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes.
What did he say?
He's saying that has along the lines of his complaints to the health department. Of course, we
Yeah, I
don't.
think that we should let the governor know that his jail staff are absolutely not complying with his orders.
Yeah.
We are the second highest risk environment that exists in Colorado. The first, of course, being nursing homes. And the inmates are being required to be punished. By the way, keep in mind, I'm still wearing the same filthy mask. We were told the CDC has no guidelines. Well, one of you guys mailed me in some CDC guidelines that were published a week before we got these masks.
Yeah.
These masks don't even meet those guidelines, right? And one of the things on there is that they're supposed to be washed regularly.
Right. That's along the lines of the next
And
question.
we saw on TV that you have to, that once you take the mask off, you drop it straight into the laundry. And every
Right.
time you take it off, you're supposed to replace it.
Right.
But no, we have literally been wearing these same filthy masks going on a fortnight.
Yeah. So the
And
next
I think
question.
I mean, they actually stink. They're putrid. They're rotting. They are rotting.
Right.
They're disgusting.
The next question. Edward Dimmer asked, "Don't they have sinks in the cells? And can he wash his own mask?" I know.
I think it's a bad public health policy to put the cleanliness of inmates' clothing in individual inmates' hands.
Right.
We don't have to wash our own socks. We don't have to wash our own underwear. And we don't have to wash our own uniform.
Right.
And you know, we have hand soap in the bathroom. So could we wash our masks? Well, except the problem is that if you're in the bathroom without a mask on, as I literally just observed moments ago, then you get written up.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
So how can you wash your mask when you're not allowed to take it off your face?
Right.
They
Right.
didn't
Right.
give us an alternate mask to wear where our other mask is washing and drying.
Eric. Next question. HP 111 says, "Ask Eric if he can still whistle Ave Maria."
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria. Sorry.
Whistling is a rule violation.
Oh no. So you can't whistle it there.
So I
Okay.
can't whistle. Yeah.
And his second question was if you think about riding the e-trike while in there.
Oh, I thought about riding the e-trike, yes. Yeah. I think it would be great to ride the e-trike in here.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be fun. That'd be awesome.
All right, Lacey R gave me a bunch of questions here.
While you're gearing up those questions, listen, so far nobody has set up a video visit with me. There's like a dozen video visits a day in here with other people. Nobody's set one up with me yet.
Right.
And you really need to set up a video visit to see the true ridiculum of these masks.
Oh, yeah, we might have to do that. As a matter of fact, I think they said something about free visits on their website because you can't go into the jail. Free video
Well,
website.
I
Web
can't
visits.
control any of that. I just find it highly suspicious with all this support that nobody has set up a visit with me yet. Are they blocking it for some reason?
Oh, I don't know.
My browser doesn't work.
The what?
My browser won't work.
Well, I have no objection to everyone out there setting up a visit with me.
Right. Well, maybe somebody will. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Maybe,
I know they blocked Janet for some dumb reason, but
maybe I can set one up
They
at
block
some
all of them.
point here, but they cost a lot more for the video visits. But I'm going to see if I can do a free one because it said something about that on the website, I believe.
yeah, if you go to the Jefferson County website and click on Site Map, then I believe that there's a direct link that is easy to find on the sitemap page. I haven't followed the link to them in here, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Ready for Lacey R's questions?
Sure.
Okay.
Who's Lacey R again?
Lacey
Do I know
R?
her?
Who's Lacey R?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Somebody slap him.
Is she that woman from Florida? Oh no, she's the woman from Michigan.
All right. She asks, what is the date of the hearing? I think your next hearing.
The date of the sentencing hearing?
I'm not sure because she
Yeah,
says
we don't know. They canceled it the other day, and so it was supposed to be April 16th. It didn't happen on April 16th. I don't know when it's going to happen.
right.
So it could happen at any time. They just call me out whenever they want to.
Right. So the next question, of course, is what is the hearing for? So
Sentencing on the flashlight case where they're asking for a year and a half.
yeah, I don't think that they can get that much out of it because they can only sentence you to one of those, and it's either up to a year for one and 6 months for the other. And they're asking.
Okay, let me remind you of something. They don't know anything about the law. They don't get training on the law. They
Yes.
get training on how to pad their reports. They get trained on how to testify in a way that doesn't create perjury.
Right.
We call it testifying. And they get trained on how to maim and kill people.
Right.
They don't go to law school.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. What date should the letters to Judge Munch on Eric's behalf be completed by and emailed to Liberty Freak so that they get in?
Immediately.
Immediately? Well, what would you say the
Yeah, because
latest?
we have no idea when they're going to actually set the hearing. So I would say
Sooner.
without undue delay would be best.
Sooner the better. Okay.
Yeah. And
Eric.
by all means, throw a stamp on an envelope and send a copy to me. I still have yet to read any of the letters from the Denver case.
Right.
And remember, we also have another Denver case to do as well. And while you're writing letters, we need to write one for Big City too.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? The Big City got this very similar letters from the city of Rapid City asking him to be banned from the entire use of the complex for a year.
Now.
The one guy that said he was in there, if you watch his videos, I know they're coming along because he collected a lot of evidence, and I really wish somebody maybe help him break that story down into some really juicy clips. But the fat guy behind the window that he interacted with for all of like 60 seconds wrote a letter that he's in fear for his life and he wants him to get 6 months. In fear for your life? For what? Because he called to set up a meeting with the chief?
Apparently.
What the fuck is wrong with those people?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
They were uncomfortable with his line of questioning. So seriously, in the Denver case that we have sentencing coming out for, that we were supposed to have already actually, this is the one where I was charged with preventing the orderly operations of a school because people protested the expulsion of a little girl and I wasn't even there. Their people, those good Catholics, scooped chicken at protesters and slammed them with car doors in presence of 15 cops, and I somehow prevented the orderly operation of the school by not even being there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that. And I'll also let you know, Brian, some of the emails that we just got from a prayer request from the Supreme Court that were emails of the district court itself had emails in there from the municipal court. There was correspondence with the jury commissioner, among other people, that got passed around, and those people in the municipal courts have got to go. You got to get out of those courts.
Yeah.
There's communication happening about us at those levels.
Yeah.
So you got to get with our lawyers together. Let's get all of these emails from the. Remember, we are implicated in letters with the mayor, with the Downtown Business Partnership, with the Business Improvement District.
Yeah.
I'd like to find out more about this BID thing. I want to know why they're doing political lobbying when they're actually a tax district. I think that's got to be a crime. And the city attorney's office and the lead prosecutors and Lieutenant Chavez.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to get all these emails. They're trying to hide them.
Oh yeah.
But even
right.
Jade, who stood there in the middle of the courtroom with the little cross on her head from her ashes in the middle of a Catholic trial, who was actually a witness in the case, who's the one that screamed, "Fuck Eric Brandt" on the third floor window. there's emails in there about us referring to Brandt's crew.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the letter question. The letter should be written, and people should pay attention. I'm asking people, watch the videos, read the police reports that go with those videos, and then read these letters that we're getting from these people and what they're asking for, and analyze that and parse that into what actually happened here.
Right.
What they're trying to do is get rid of the camera, get rid of the person, and get rid of the mean insult.
You have 1 minute left.
Stated that we should not have to endure the
Right.
insult. And actually, that's contrary to the law.
Right. Give me a call back again.
Especially contrary to the law. Yeah, I'll say that. So I would say watch those videos, read the police reports, look at what I was charged with, look at what they're asking for, do the same thing with Big Shitty, and then sit down and write some letters. Remember, these letters will become part of the appellate record as well. So you're not just speaking to a dumb judge at a municipal court. You're not just speaking to a local corrupt judge. You are speaking to the higher courts when you send these letters into the judge.
Yep.
Because we know we're going to appeal these cases,
Yep.
right? We
Yep.
know that we're going to appeal these cases. So these letters are much more important than you think. If you didn't think they were important, then why would the police union be writing them?
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Police are taught to write their reports like they're speaking to a jury, by the way. That's what you would need to do when you're writing a letter to them on somebody's behalf, like you're speaking to a jury in a sense. That what you're saying is going to reach multiple people, not an individual person for one. But it does make a difference overall. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sending letters in. I mean, they only want to take away the law, Colorado Revised Statute 16-3-311. So that's the one that lets us record the
Okay,
case.
collect call from
Eric Brandt.
And they want to take it away from him.
an inmate at Jefferson County Sheriff Detention. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. How about that to accept charges? Press 1. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Greetings. Happy Cops Day.
Happy Fuck the Cops Day.
By the way, Ghostwriter, I want to just make sure that the record is clear. This number that I'm calling you is it true that you are a self-syndicated journalist who publishes stories of great public concern on numerous media platforms, and you enjoy thousands of subscribers?
Yes.
Outstanding. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Regarding these letters, since I can reliably predict that at least 20% of the people who are listening to this broadcast are law enforcement people, I
Could
would
be.
like you to write letters as well.
Yep.
I don't think that the letters should be limited strictly to the people that support my position.
Yeah, everybody
I
should
think that
write.
If you legitimately think that I should be dropped in an oubliette, then please, by all means, let the judge know how you feel.
Yep. All right,
There's nothing that would make me happier than for there to be 100 letters from various law enforcement officers begging for my burning at the stake.
Yep. All right.
I mean, tell us how you feel here. Like, if you want to send a clear message to Mr. Brandt and his complicitors, then send the message. Right? Show a little bit of intestinal fortitude and send the message.
Yep.
This will all go into the record. This will all be read. Right? So here is a rare opportunity where you, as an individual freedom hater, have an opportunity to crush a freedom lover. Take the opportunity.
Yep. All right. Let me
I
continue.
dare you. I know. Don't just sit there and be a keyboard warrior. Put your mind to work and write a good letter to the judge asking for me to be executed. I mean, just do it.
Yep. All right.
Tell
Let
the judge how
me
heinous
continue.
and horrible it is that I spread this vitriol across the World Wide Web. Tell him how you feel, right? Because all I have are people that tell me how wonderful I am. And I can't celebrate myself without those of you out there that are also telling me what a shitbag I am. By all means, I'm a very open person, and I'm practically begging every one of you to send a letter in. And if we learn anything from the Lakewood police, it's that you should send the letter in 3 different formats with 3 different names on it.
Yep.
Both billing and photo off, and that's what I always say.
Yep. All right, let me finish
Yeah,
this part here where Lacey R was asking these questions. So it says Eric had said he wanted the letters CC to his attorney. So if Eric still wants that done, can you have Eric give his attorney name and email or contact info, please?
Yeah, Abity can do all that. Abity and Brian can do that.
Okay.
And I'd love them to be printed out and sent to me as well.
So if it gets to Abity, then he'll CC it to the attorney and whatnot. Okay.
As soon as it's filed in the court of record, it goes to both of them.
Right.
I always like these things to be sent to multiple people because it's really important. What if God forbid something happened to Abity?
Yeah.
What if his vehicle broke down that day and he couldn't bring the letters in? I mean, so seriously, I'm a big fan of, I'm a big fan of covering everything from multiple bases.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. One of her other questions was, can we see copies of the letters written to Judge Munch? Which we already have, so I'll
Say
cover
again?
that later.
That's not more clearly.
They were asking about seeing the letters to Judge Munch from law enforcement. I'll cover that later. The last question.
Oh, yeah, the letters should be addressed to Judge Munch in Jefferson County for the flashlight case, and in the Catholic school case, they should be addressed to Judge Jackson.
Judge Jackson, yeah, okay. The last
And
question.
it's Jade that works at his desk that thinks that she's clever and always nice to me when she's actually a fucking cunt.
The last question from.
As demonstrated by the emails.
Last question from Lacey says, ask Eric how best the people can help him, please.
How best can you help me? One of the best ways that you can help me is what you guys have been doing. I had a pretty expensive month because we had a bill that fell through the cracks, so I am asking for a little bit of commissary money this month. I would appreciate that. I'm nowhere near kicking over my limit. If you're law enforcement, then please do put enough money on my commissary to kick me over the limit and force me to pay filing fees. So a few $1,000s would be appropriate. Because that would definitely kick me over the edge. Oh, guys, they're in the bubble without masks on right now. Remember, they're running around like Nazis if people don't have their masks on in here, but in the bubble where they're actually sitting on each other and where they're processing my mail, no masks.
Yep.
Right now, I'm looking right at it. He's got his mask attached to his belt. I don't know what good it's going to do on his ass. I'm not worried about his fart. I'm worried about his COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, young guy with a beard. Shouldn't be wearing a beard with a mask anyway. That's one of the guidelines, right? Because it doesn't seal. Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Brilliant. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. All right.
So,
do you think we should call up there to Netherland and see if Gertie will come down for a visit to you?
oh, are they allowing conjugal visits now?
Yeah, I don't know if they do or don't. We can ask. I mean, they might hang up, but
My Sally is from Netherlands, and he knows of the incident and those people very well. He says that every single one of them people, with the exception of Claudia, Claudia's like their homeless outreach gal, I guess, and she's actually pretty well respected. But of that Barbara Hart that has the newspaper there, that Doug Armitage that has the music store, and then what's his name that has the outdoor store? The camera liquor guy.
Oh, I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, according to Chris, that guy in particular, all 3 of them are pieces of work, but that guy in particular is a real piece of trash, and he will absolutely sell you shit used equipment and complain about it. About selling it. I mean, he's a really shitty business owner and a really shitty person. But if you watch any of those videos, you can see how much he hates the homeless. Oh, yeah. So I'm not going to feel any guilt.
All right, hold on 1 second.
For their local newspaper.
Eric Brandt.
Yeah.
Marita Gladson has just called me. She wants to specifically know what information you want people to ask in their letters. Are they asking for a light sentence? What is the specifics that you're asking for?
Well, I don't know what I'm asking for because I'm asking for what people think, and I want to make sure that that's very clear. read the letters that the police are sending in asking the judge for maximum sentencing. Read the contents of the letter. See what they're asking for the sentencing for. Let's see what this case is really about. The flashlight is the red herring.
Okay.
The truth of the matter is that they don't want the cameras, they don't want us educating their suspects, and they don't want to be spoken to meanly. It's all about mean words. And they're asking the court to send a clear message to me and everybody else. So let's ask the judge to send a clear message. Let's say the world is waiting for your message. What message are you going to send? Are you going to send this message? Are you going to send the message that it's okay to try to run somebody over with a car, but if somebody comes near you, then you're in fear for your life and you get to unload a clip in them? Like, put the words into perspective. Give these pigs a reality check. Tell the judge what these words meant, what it does mean, what it means to you. What it means to you as an American. They're sitting here saying that Mr. Brandt has been hiding behind the shield of the First Amendment far too long to get away with criminal behavior. That words really have consequences. Guess what has consequences? Bullets. Bullets have consequences. You want to talk about words having consequences? Maybe false police reports.
Okay, that's a great answer, and I thank you for being so concise. I know that Ghost has more questions.
Actually, I don't. We ran out
Sure.
of questions here.
You're out of questions.
Yeah, we are out of questions at this point. So I was letting
We're
you
out
have
of
the stage.
questions?
We're done with the questions. and
No,
we're,
you keep
we're
keep going on,
You
sir.
keep going.
Well, that was an answer to the question, I thought. I mean, tell the court what you feel. Why you feel this sentencing is not about how many days Eric Brandt is going to get. It's very clear from the police letters that, and it's very clear from the prosecutor saying, tell the court what you think of the prosecutor calling you a despicable man from Nigeria and nobody doing anything about it. That's actually a violation of ethics. Right? If ever there was a case that showed bias, this would be the one. Right? Tell the court what you think about that.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yep.
To tell the court that this is an entire character assassination over words. If you think words mean something, then point out where words mean something. Point out where it means something. Show examples. Talk about how this is happening all across the country. Beg the judge to send a message. Is there still a magician behind the curtain? Is the wizard still alive? Or are you going to send a message that the wizard is dead? What is the state of our union? Ask the court, tell the court you're begging for the message.
Yeah. Well, you know that they're asking them to ignore our Colorado revised statute 16-3-311, which specifically says we can record the police by them saying we don't want him to record us. So, you know, denying.
And remember when you put this, and I'll talk more about maybe on another night after people have had a chance to review the footage and review the letters and review the police reports. I'll talk about it again in a few days. And we need to do the same thing for Big Shitty. I keep talking about Big Shitty because it's so hard to support him when he's all alone up there. But it's identical. His case is identical, and I've been telling you guys for months how serious his case is, and I was totally, completely oblivious to the fact that I was having the same case. Okay? So this is also a Big Shitty question. What's the message that we want to send here? What is really going on here? Talk about the fact that what's good for the goose is apparently not good for the gander.
Yep.
The cops get to do this shit. Remember that this went away. The call to this case was a call with 4 men with video cameras. And they knew exactly who the men were because then they say in their letters that I'm well known to them. They didn't know if I was armed and dangerous. Yes, they did, because I'm a long-time well-known antagonist. That's not a murderer. That's not a school shooter. That's a guy with a camera in his arms, right?
Well, your
They
words
don't
hurt them.
like that I run around on the cops mobile and show up at their scenes and broadcast it. And they put it in their letter that I broadcast it on the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
That's what this is really about, right? Let's remind the judge what this is really about. And let's remember the call was for 4 men with video cameras. And let's point out that they want to criminalize me for this 9 seconds of flashlight where I actually complied with the request once he told me what test he was doing.
Yep.
He said, hey, it's screwing up the horizontal gaze test. I need you to put the flashlight down. So I did. They're trying to say I had my flashlight shining directly in their eyes. I was 50 fucking feet away.
Yeah.
The vehicle came directly at me. If you don't believe me, read Aaron Gregory's report.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've seen the video.
At me
So-
and swerved around me and screeched to a halt noisily with bright lights. Way brighter than my flashlight. My flashlight was directly in their eyes. Take a look at the video and see how that scene lit up with the idea.
Yeah, when he showed up, it was about the time that you turned your light
Yeah.
off, and he lit up his sidebar light, his alley light,
So
which is brighter.
What they're saying is that I should be criminalized and spend 1.5 years in jail because I got mad and started screaming at a guy that just committed attempted vehicular homicide. I was fucking quiet until they created the scene.
Yep.
Right? Pay attention to that. That's an important detail.
Yeah.
So-
Until they mess up.
I apologize that I wasn't 5 seconds faster with my flashlight.
Yep.
Maybe if I had been 5 seconds faster, we wouldn't be here. Oh, but no, pay attention to the police reports, pay attention to the letters. The entire thing is all about mouth.
Yeah.
Mouth,
Well, we know.
and tons of people, 3 people standing in this fucking security booth right now with no masks on.
Yeah.
But they're ready to criminalize us for not having our masks on properly.
Right.
Improper masks that can't be worn properly, and we have to wear them properly, or else. And these fucking miserable fucking pigs are in here with no fucking mask on, slithering all over each other in my mail.
Yep.
Right now, the time is 9:45 p.m. I'm sitting in Module A.
You have 1 minute
Signal
left.
from the hallway and see who goes in and out, because those are the ones.
Yep.
Right? I mean, this is a total double standard here.
Right.
It's a total double standard. And it's all because they object to transparency and they hate the First Amendment. How dare they say it's about time I stop hiding behind the First Amendment? How about you get that fat fucking ass out from behind the thin blue line?
Yeah.
How about it? How about it?
Yeah.
There's going to come a day, and it's inevitable, there's going to come a day when they're going to wish that that light on their chest was my flashlight. Because one of these days, we will fall into fascism.
Could be.
And it's not going to be flashlights that people light them up with. And I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's civilized society. They're creating
Thank you for
civil
using
unrest.
Securus. Goodbye.
Yeah, it'll turn into anarchy if things keep going the way they are. Seems like. But yeah, it's hard to get to talk to Eric when he's got the platform, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's very difficult. When he has something to say, he's going to say it. So it's hard to interrupt him to get in words edgewise. But as I was pointing out that law, that Colorado law, the 16-3-311, specifically says that we can record the police, which was what the activity was that everybody was doing that night. So the fact that the Lakewood police doesn't want him there to contact them in any way possible, shape, form, or whatever, that he can't engage in legal activity, says a lot. He's calling them back.
Correct call from
Eric Brandt.
an inmate at Jefferson County Sheriff Detention. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Greetings, happy Fourth of Cops Day.
Happy
So anyway,
Fourth of
to
Cops.
answer your question on what should the letter say, I would ask the judge to send a message as to what is the state of our society right now. I would ask the judge to send a message that engenders transparency and police honesty and police that follow the law and having a thick skin, because that's what the law actually says. Did you guys know that up there in Rapid City, they just banned offensive clothing from the courthouse? What should you be sending to South Dakota? You should be sending copies of Cohen versus California. That's what you should be sending. Did you know that they refused to serve him in the courthouse the other day because he didn't have a mask on, and none of them had masks on?
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
if they want us versus them, then they should keep doing what they're doing. That's the message that you should be asking the judge to send.
Yeah.
Ask the judge to send a message that either, yes, we would like to go to war, or no, we would like to enjoy peaceful, civilized society. Right? These people are taking my prophecies, which really aren't even my prophecies. They're just like looking at history, and it's a pattern of beating. It's not like I'm just an oracle or something. They're considering my prophecies to be genuine threats. They're not threats. They're self-fulfilling on their part if they don't pay the fuck attention. So like right now, you should call the Golden Police and demand that they come and enforce the law.
Yeah. You know, I wanted to call in.
One of them is eating a banana. Okay, so they keep eating. You can't eat with a mask on, right? But he's in an enclosed space with other people. He's missing the point of transmissibility of disease.
Well, yeah. Nobody accused him of being smart, did they?
Yeah, well, we do. We certainly do. And also, when you're writing these, look at the right. Look at the risk analysis here. Look at the stuff. Huh? But nearly all of them children under the age of 15, and most of those under the age of 5. It's 3,000 to 5,000 kids a year that drown. That's a big number, you guys.
Yeah.
That's a big number when you compare it to the number of police shootings or the number of police that are killed. So actually, it's more dangerous to swim in a local swimming pool than it is to get cops. They're talking about public and officer safety. There's never been an injury on any site that we've been on, has there? And talk about that. In all of these police watching videos, the only one that I've ever seen anybody get injured on was the cop that shot his buddy who happened to be a local journalist. Right? So the protesters aren't creating unsafe conditions for them. It's a sidewalk. And not one of them fuckers, all 7 of them, who responded not to Eric Brandt and his antics, but to 4 men with video cameras. Remember, it was 4 men with video cameras that caused 7 cops to show up. 7 cops showed up because of a report of 4 men with video cameras.
Yeah. And you still got the trial for the other one.
After they all showed up, that they created the scene and had the nerve to criminalize us for being disturbed after they just showed up.
You still have the trial for the other one. For the one I was at.
Do.
For the one I was at.
Oh,
and
yeah, we should analyze that too and send your letters to the district attorney and tell them how fucking retarded they are.
There was,
And remind them that they're about to get sued for the Christine Boggs incident, by the way, which is really that's really the motive here. What are they doing? They're pissed off because I caught them with their pants down and they're suing me. And you might die rich, but you're going to get the electric chair, motherfucker.
Yeah. So there was 4 of us recording that night that I was there, and there was a dozen officers that night.
Well, yeah, and there was already, most of those officers were already there before we saw them.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a bunch of them there.
Right, so let's repost those. Let's look at those videos and analyze those.
Oh, I already read off the police reports, if you remember. On one of my videos, I read off the police reports and asked people to compare it to the video. And of course, officers lied. Yeah, that was not long after you got arrested for it. So
well, maybe if you've got that analysis, then you should send that to my lawyer as well as the district attorney.
Yeah, that'd be nice if people wrote about that. Because everything's there. I
read
read
off. Nice. And I am asking for action on this. And again, when you're doing this, I really need people to pay attention to the Rockwell case, he says, and the Rapid City cases, because they're the same cases, you guys. They're identical in treatment. They're identical in tyranny. They're identical in lies. And it's all about free speech. And it's not even particularly outrageous speech on top of that. Remember, Roy City is all about a sign that says shit is fucked up and stuff. That's what it's about. And that should be outraging everyone.
Yep.
And Rapid City is no different. I mean, the only reason why Rapid City's not getting more attention is because there's not a heart-wrenching video to watch. But it's the same, and it's going to be your children next.
Yep.
So if you expect there to be anybody left standing for you when they come for you, you've got to stand for Big Kitty and all of the rest of now. And I must put the burden on you. I can no longer do it.
Yeah.
I can no longer do it. I cannot internally handle another arrest. I'm depleted at the moment. All right, I'm just.
You're on reprieve now.
On the battlefield, and I can't do it anymore.
You're on reprieve right now, so you're on a different battlefront now. You're on the legal battlefront that you can pound out all them lawsuits. So.
Yeah.
But
I discovered too that there is a critical mass of the amount of legal hours I can put in a week.
Yeah. Okay. Some other news for you.
It would be a lot easier if I could type, but I can't type. The Jefferson County.
Okay. I have some other news for you.
Yeah.
On other fronts, James and Bao are down there with Tuck Suck, and the rest of them.
With what?
They're down there with Tuck Suck down in Tucson.
Oh, okay.
And Bao got arrested the other night for using his flashlight. He got attacked.
What did he do? Smack the cop in the head with it?
No, not at all. But he got attacked.
Wait, what?
And arrested. Beat down.
Really?
Beat down,
Really?
man. He got beat down.
My thoughts and prayers to the families of the officers.
Yeah, right.
Isn't he to the hospital?
I'm not sure if he did or didn't. But the Tucson police are now playing flashlight games where they're blinding the cameras down there, and if they use their lights, they're arresting them or threatening to arrest them.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened here. Pay attention to Yahia's behavior. In fact, Yahia's behavior is even more strikingly obvious when you watch Silent Citizen's video.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Elijah's video is marvelous in this regard. And I don't know what happened, but they all got off the phone in there and they put their masks on. That's kind of funny. Thank you.
They got some phone calls, maybe?
I think they did. But a Silent Citizen's video of the Yahia incident is fantastic. Take a look at what Yahia did. You want to ask the court to send a clear message? Ask the court to send a message that it's okay for the police to fuck with people with their flashlights, but not okay for the people to have a flashlight themselves.
Yeah.
Tell the court that you want them to send a clear and present message.
Yeah, they need to ban all
Those
flashlights out
questioning
throughout the
the
United
actions
States,
of
right?
officers will be beaten down.
Yeah.
Yahia was proud. I wish you guys could all have been there. I wish that you could have heard his testimony. He sat up straight, his chest was out, his face was up in the air, and he was proud of his work.
Yeah. I am so happy.
Proud of it.
I am so happy that he was that way in court, because Abity, his claim was denied, and
Of course it was.
and they are so sunk when they should have known better. They should have just paid him rather than deny it, because it's already admitted onto the stand.
Do me this favor then. If you could take my Yahia lawsuit, which I filed before I had my typewriter, which I now no longer have, if somebody would retype my Yahia lawsuit.
Who has it?
It's filed in the federal court.
Oh, we have to
Somebody should have a copy
download
of
it, is what you're saying.
If it can be typed out and in double-spaced print, 10-point font, and give me triple spacing between paragraphs, then I can cut the paper and the paragraphs apart and kind of reorder them in a better way, and I can rewrite that for Abity. And I can also, that lawsuit was written before Yahia testified. So I might be able to actually augment Abity's filing with some of the new information that we got out of the trial, out of the Yahia trial.
Right.
And if you can do that for me and get that sent into me, then I don't have to rewrite it all by hand. I can just line out the parts that need to change because it's not my name, it's Abity's name, etc. and so forth.
Right.
And I might be able to to augment it a little bit. I think we should be able to get something sent back out that's refileable right away.
Well, let's hope that Pacer's up, that we can actually do that, that somebody can actually do that. So.
Well, I believe Abbott has a photocopy of it anyway.
Oh, okay. I see. So.
And also, I'd like to remind everybody, too, that if municipalities want to enter into these gag-ordered settlements, which would prohibit you from disclosing the details and the monetary disbursements of their settlements with certain activists in the area, that a public records request will always reveal the dollars.
Right.
That's
Speaking
a
of
public
which,
expenditure, they have to reveal that.
I was trying to ask the other night, how much did Silent get for that Wheat Ridge one?
He got a sizable sum.
You can't say? I know he's got a non-disclosure,
I could say.
but you don't want to?
I know. I did a public records request on it, and you'll find it in my email.
Okay. So was it in double digits?
Oh, it was definitely in the double digits, yeah.
Okay.
It was almost six figures.
Okay.
Right, and I'd like to also remind everybody what he did with most of that money. What he did with most of that money is put everybody on the road to go to Poetics, his case, and he's really the first one that went around and did a tour with these other activists.
Right. Then he got pepper sprayed in California.
And that's when he got pepper sprayed, yeah. So a lot of the money that he did glean from the Wheat Ridge case, of course, some of that money went to his lawyer, Mr. Lane, and then the rest of that money he used to further our activism.
Right.
Which is precisely what I predict will happen with somebody here in Colorado soon.
Yep.
Not me, by the way. I may or may not know something that you don't know.
Probably do.
Yeah.
So, yep. So, anything else you have to say tonight?
Not tonight. If you would please let AK Lady know that I'm going to try and give her another ring tonight. I guess I keep missing her because she was on a fishing trip.
Yeah. I don't know if she's
I
in
can
the
only
room.
sit for so long, so I got to get up and do a couple laps to go to the bathroom and stuff. But and then tomorrow morning I'll contact somebody. I've been contacting about 11, 3, and 8.
Yeah.
It's not all been broadcast, and that's fine.
Right.
Yeah, I would like to say that Nino and Melfi received some correspondence from you guys.
Oh. Brian, you had a message about Eagle something? Somebody getting a message?
Oh yeah, Gabriel got the message about his cousin.
Gabriel got the message about Seneca?
Yes.
Brian, you know Seneca. Would you set up a video visit with him, please?
I gave the message to Gabe.
You what?
I sent the message to Gabriel.
I know, that's great, but would you set up a video visit with him and just take it out of my card?
I'll try.
I know we make contact with him.
Okay.
Yeah, please do that, because, he's a good guy, and he's one of our teams. Let's make sure that he remembers he's part of the team.
All right. AK Twin Mommy says she is still out and about. So,
She's still out and about? Okay, well, I guess I heard rumor that she was
It's
upset
off.
that she missed my call each time.
her phone is off.
Oh, okay, because she called Janet and them to tell them that she missed my calls while I was on the phone with Janet there.
Okay.
Okay. All righty. Yeah, there was one of that homesteading show on TV was highlighting.
Thank you for
homesteading
using
stuff in her area.
Securus.
Good night, guys.
Goodbye.
Good night. I didn't even hear the 1 minute mark.
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear it that time. I wasn't paying any attention. So that's probably our show for tonight, guys. I don't believe he's going to call back. We got the questions answered that everybody posted up on my video from last night. I wish there had been more questions, but then on hindsight, I should know that if there was more questions, they might never have got
Answered.
to. Yeah, never gotten answered, because the way Eric wants to talk, when he's talking, it's hard to interrupt him because he has something to say. So you guys know how that is.
I got something to say.
I will, Lacey R. I will. I'll rewatch. I might not be able to get to it till tomorrow because it'll have to be processed before I can read it.
I got something to say. I talked to Eric Brandt today. He took up all 15 minutes 3 different times.
All right, guys. You got the address from Ebony? Okay. So, all right, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna go out there to the jail tonight. I probably won't be considering that how early they close down.
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I know, but some already.
You can find Eric at 11 till 11.
But he's on the north side. You can't see him.
Oh, yeah, right.
So he's the only pod that's gonna be up that late. So, okay, guys. Brian's cooking away for tomorrow's feed at the 16th Street Mall. So
Basil Parmesan chicken with sun-dried tomatoes in a bow-tied pasta. That's how we roll here in Denver.
Yep.
I'm done.
So it's cooking up. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. A good hour show for tonight. For it. Hopefully all the audio was all clear for that. I noticed that a couple of times it kind of cut out, but I think it was on his end, not on my end, where it was cutting out for when he was talking. So, but okay, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you guys for joining.